This is round one of the Vodka O Australian GT Championship. The third and final race of the weekend started with all guns blazing.
The green flag flies and look at them fan out towards turn one. The power of the Viper gets Greg Crick to the chicane and he gets a nudge from David Wall.
He certainly does, but you can see back behind him, you've got 4 cars wide coming into that first chicane. How they all get through there is amazing.
GT cars generally not built for street circuits. They like the fast, smooth, flowing European tracks. This is a street fight.
They certainly do. You can see here Mark Eddy down the inside there of Ash Samadhi. Uses a bit of curve to get himself through there, but does it nicely.
A real mixture of the GT Challenge cars and the Championship cars as well. Crick leading the way, then Wall, Hackett, Marcini, a great start. Look at this for a move, Kondouris, great fight back from James. He's down the inside of Dean Grant.
Here we are back on board with Tony Quinn in the Mosler. You can see there the paddle shift on the steering wheel, but when he actually grabs the gears, it still moves the sequential lever.
Tony Quinn into pit lane in the Mosler. Ongoing problems for this team this weekend.
Mark O'Connor's Lotus Exige was punching way above its weight class.
It's amazing to think that this car has got a 1.8-litre four-cylinder engine. It's class leader, and it's beating a 7-litre Corvette.
He's doing a fantastic job, and as you can see, he's stuck there in a Porsche sandwich. He's got Michael Locasano there in front.
The bumpy street circuit caught out several drivers over the course of the weekend.
James Kondouris having a look at the back of Mark Senior. Look at Theo Kondouris. His twin brother making a lunge on Ross Lilly. No chance.
We spoke about it before, those bumps up there into turn 4. And speaking of bumps,
while the Dodge Viper was being hotly pursued for the lead, several cars further down the order began to pick up the pace.
Just close your eyes. You'd think you were at the Le Mans 24-hour. Great sounds. Here's Andrew Taplin in the Lamborghini Gallardo.
Coming into this high-speed turn 8, about 185 kilometres an hour through there. The V10 of the Lamborghini absolutely singing through there. Then hard on the brakes down here into turn 9. It's about a 50-kilometre-an-hour corner, so it's a big break.
Just under 1,300 kilograms for the Lamborghini Gallardo. 4 wide into turn 9. Peter Hill now in a Lamborghini, switching from Porsche in the off-season. And Mark Eddy, the Audi, nearly got another scratch.
It certainly was. The big winner in all of that was Jim Richards. He managed to pick up 2 places. But as you said, we're here on board with Mark Eddy in the beautiful Audi R8.
Peter Hill, Jim Richards, Shane Smolin, a big mixture of cars. And now the former Australian GT champion Mark Eddy tries to make a move but gets chopped off.
He certainly had a good look down the inside, but Shane Smolin wasn't going to give him any room.
James Kondouris is the fastest man on the road. A little bit of a rubbing tyre there for Jim Richards, but Mark Eddy's back in the clutches now of both Ian Palmer and Ash Samadhi. Here's the new Ascari, Darren Berry, behind the wheel, still feeling his way with this new car.
He certainly is. You can hear that beautiful BMW V8 in the back of this car. This is really just a learning weekend for Darren and his guys, a chance to sort of get some miles under their belt and see what they can do with this car.
It's a big step up from the Mini Challenge, but it's a fantastic new addition.
Greg Crick tried valiantly to hold on to the lead, but it was clearly just a matter of time before the reigning champ made his move.
The former GT champ and the current GT champ getting stuck into it. The Viper's had some overheating problems this weekend, and Greg Crick's got, well, he's got another problem. It's a Porsche.
He certainly has, and obviously the characteristics of these 2 cars, the Viper is about 150 kilos heavier than the Porsche, so certainly coming up here into turn 4, this is where you'll try and see David Wall. Here he goes down the inside. Nice clean move there.
And the Porsche, perfectly poised, rear-engine, 6-cylinder car, so precise.
Then on the last lap, there was room for one more show of strength.
Peter Hackett closing in, hasn't raced full-time for the last couple of years in this series. And have a look now, Kondouris is having a run.
You can see James gets the run onto the back straight. Looks to the inside there, but watch the power of the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini really starts to stretch its legs down here towards turn 8. 535 horsepower from the Lamborghini, the Porsche 440, and the change and the difference is noticeable. Absolutely, you can see the power of the Lamborghini really comes into its own on the back straight there. But down here under brakes, back into turn 9, again you can see the Porsche closing up.
David Wall takes 3 from 3 in Adelaide, the perfect start to 2010. Greg Crick hangs on in the Viper. 4 different cars in the top 4 spots, separated by less than 4 seconds. Theo Kondouris rounds out for 10. GT Challenge goes to Jordan Ormsby, and GT Production to Mark O'Connor.
David, congratulations. Unbelievable job. You've just really dominated here this weekend. How do you feel?
I just want to thank my family. It's a big family effort from us. We run the car ourselves from our workshop, and this track really suited us. I don't know if we'll be the same at Melbourne. I think look out for the Lambos, and Greg and his Viper really suit those cars.
It's a long season ahead, and David Orr has an 11-point margin over Greg Crick. Theo Konduras and Ash Samadhi round out the top 10 after round 1.